Today, I'd like to share with you a different paradigm, one that you may or may not have heard of, but that certain companies around the world are practicing very well, and they've turned out to be some of the most successful companies in the world. You'd almost say it's one of the best kept public secrets around. So this paradigm is not just a theory, it's based on 31 years of research as well, and quite a lot has been documented. In fact, I'm surprised that it hasn't become mainstream yet. Okay, and this journey, we at IQ Business in Cape Town have actually also begun this journey, and it is very much a journey to a new business paradigm. And with your permission, I'd like to share with you some of the things that we've gone through in that journey, some insights and some of the results we're seeing from that. I wanted to tell you that we didn't actually just use this with our people that are already with us and moving forward, but we actually fundamentally changed the way we recruit and the way we hire people. We started looking for, pardon the pun, IQ as well, so the intelligence quotient, can they do the skills, do they have the skills and knowledge to do the job? Then we started looking for EQ, how stable mentally are they and resilient, etc. And then we started looking for something that we've invented called WeQ, which is their ability to collaborate, to think together, work together, execute together. Because we said, we've got to be consistent in this, in everything that we do, not just in the systems and how we manage people, etc., but our people themselves have to be this. This has to resonate with them. So, you know, we now ensure that they've all got to have, and quite often people come through on the IQ and the EQ, but not the WeQ. And how then, as a company or as a philosophy, do you have a chance if the people that are there are not pro-collaboration? Another small anecdote is, in order to ensure this, so this is the practical examples on the recruiting side, we asked them 4 questions to identify these 3 factors of IQ, EQ, and WeQ. You know, when they come in, the first question we ask them is, how can we add value to you? Most people are blown away. They never had the question before. It's actually sad. Every question is, how are you going to add value to us? You're sitting there, Mr. Man, you know, meantime we forget we need them. And how are you going to add value to us? Meantime, we're hoping they're going to join us because we need them to. But we don't ask the question. So the first question is, how can I add value to you? And you'll be surprised when you ask the question, most people don't know. So they will blame the company for not adding value to them, but they've never actually thought about themselves. What is value to me? So you start a whole new dialogue. And just because you're going to do this, and you think naturally everyone would welcome it, it's a huge change for employees and customers as well. So it's a new dialogue that you have to start. That's why we say it's a journey. So we ask them, you know, that question first, and they kind of stumble through it, thinking about it for the first time. And then we say, we ask them, okay, so after they've been through the first through interviews, which are about their IQ, the last interview, we ask them, so we're not looking at your CV, who are you as a person, a human being? And what formed you to the person that you are today? Remember, what formed you to the person that you are today? And we ask that question because we want to see the level of self-reflection, because those people are more connected to themselves, can connect to others better, can connect to your customers better, etc. So we're looking for how much of self-reflection. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we want to start that journey. And we ask that question because when you answer who you are as a person and not by your accolades, and what you leave in and what you leave out speaks volumes. And when we ask what formed you, then we're asking the question not, you know, you and I can have the same experience, but it can affect us differently. And having knowledge of what formed you, especially the hard times, gives you tremendous insight down the line when you deal with people, because you know why they are the way they are. And by asking them what formed them, you give them the power to then see, well, am I operating of free will, or am I operating from a survival mechanism? That means I had a tough time, I had the survival mechanism, it worked for me, but now the environment's changed and I'm still operating the same survival mechanism. Because that will be a challenge later on if you don't start those questions, because even if you have a new paradigm, but people are still operating in the old model, and they don't understand why they're operating in an old model, you will have a problem. So we ask that question, and then we ask them what will form you moving forward, because we want to see if they now are able to get the power over there, have insight into their situation, and do they have a dream and a vision?